let's just go with this. Welcome to the Simply Cup. Week number 3. How are we doing? Welcome in for another week. It is time for the best competition that there ever was with Elcon in the ground. But here we go. We've missed the warm-up. So we're going to go straight into the first round right here. And yeah, we'll do it next week, Toby. I'm a bit late. As you can see, we're just winging it, as always. But going to be good fun. 10 maps. 3 rounds. And live. Let's watch Elcon, who was the winner last week with a insane match. Go and watch week number 2 if you didn't see it. But this week with a small crash to start it off, that's alright. It's only map number 1. So, looks like we have maybe a bit of a tech map here. I think it was around 40 seconds. Oh, some big boy crest jumps to start it off. And another big jump. Will they make it? Watching Winky Face start off first round here. Yes, he does. Bit of a lag, but that's fine. And then a massive jump, which he does clear. There has been a change. There is a change to the penalty. The wallbang penalty. And it seems like Winky Face didn't get there, as Pormal and Winky Face, the 2 Australians, have a nice little battle there. But it is Maris starting off with the win on the first map there. Rehux and Thomas doing quite well. Dream and Zemus to round off top 5. So 40 players this week, and 10 maps once again. So as always, this is on at 11 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is around 2 PM CET, and pretty early for America, but can't do anything about that. But hopefully you tune in or come play, check it all out, and we will go back to the commentary with round number 2. Watch Hent right here. Bit of a slower start. Hopefully he can still make the big jump in the middle with a very big bonk there, so that is not good. As we do change to Rehux, which has also crashed this time. But it is Maris with a lot of speed. This will help him, but he does overjump. Is this going to make him not be able to reach this second one here? No, he does perfectly fine. Thomas with a lot of extra speed though. Obviously got the lower jump, as Elcon is in first after that small mistake in first round. Will Marius overtake at the end there? No, he will not, and it will be Thomas in second, Marius third. Brit back once again, did win the first week, and then Paul with a nice top 5 there. So pretty nice map here, a few risky jumps, maybe a few people who did miss out on it, hence really struggling with the respawn unfortunately, but these are random maps picked on Mania Exchange, so sometimes we get good ones, sometimes we get some bad ones. It's all part of the fun, and hopefully you do join for these. But we have round 3 here. Let's go to someone a bit different. Let's go to Dero, number 40. With lots of people crashing the first corner there. That's not good. But Dero doing quite well. Bit slower to start off, but nice 20th place right in front of Nenador. So let's see if he will make the jump cleanly here. I think he'll land quite smooth. Does slightly go for a bit of a left landing. Will he still make it? Oh, he yeets to the right. That's not what he wants to do right before the jump. Let's go back up to the front, as it is the same fort we have been talking about with Elcon sniping the win once again. So after the first early mistake, coming back strong will be Elcon, Rehux, Marius, Thomas, Jozo, Lacadel, and Kuchin Zemus to round off top 8. And there we go for the first map. A bit of a voice crack because I've had a very big day. Wow, that is good. So, what will we get for map number 2 here? Looks like a pretty condensed map, but looking like a bit of a decent mix map. So for those that are good at all sorts of styles, will definitely do well in this one. Hey, Slinks, thanks for the follow, man. And thanks. Alright, who shall we watch for the warm-up? Let's find a Nenador, I think. I'll still be loading in. So the servers have been a bit slow, but hopefully we do get it to still work for this. I was not ready for that to start off, as we have a nice wink to start off a map here. I saw a straight road, I'm like, I'm ready for them to go straight, and then they just yeet into the sky. Alright, need to go in for the risky low jump strat. Does not pay off. Goes for a bit of a bump. We'll know to get that smooth in the next round. I saw a bumper here, however, over the trees with a reactor boost, so I want to be jumping straight. Which she does very well. Goes for the wallbang strat. This still does entail a penalty. They haven't completely removed it, but they have changed it ever so slightly. So it looks like there's a nice little bump for you to crash into if you don't have the right speed to go the risky strat. As Nina is on the right side there. Does manage to air brake. Will it be enough? Oh, go for the turtle. Didn't go for the turtle, so Nina not making it all the way through for the warm-up there. So hopefully she can make it to the end in the live round. Let's go to Lackadel to start off round number 1. I think 1 or 2 people tried to go for a release there and crashed at the top. That's not good to see. Lackadel getting it very smoothly. That will gain him a lot of speed. Does get a slight bit of a bump, but in a nice top 5 here. But does clip the tree. That's not good. Does recover very nicely, however. And Lat doing very well right here. Goes for the risky strat, does not pay off. I respect it though. But looks like Elcon is out in front by a fair amount, with Marius doing very well still. So will it be the battle of the century for the week? Second week in a row from those two. Thomas getting a top 5 here with a small jump at the end there with 100 points. And it will be Jack also doing quite well. Ice Crusher, Rehex, and Leo to round off the top 8. So lots of people struggling on this one. I think there's a few parts where if you crash, you do lose quite a lot of time. So a few DNFs. Latza, who we were speccing, wasn't able to finish, so it does drop down a little bit. Let's go to Ice Crusher this time for round number 2. Gets the landing, tries to go for the landing quite smoothly, does not get it, but doesn't lose time by the looks of it. Goes for the left through the middle of the trees. That's a good good line. Does have to release before bonking to the corner, so let's see if he can make this smoothly. No, he does not. Does crash straight into the wall. Let's go up to Pormal though, in 3rd place now. Goes a bit inside of the line compared to Elcon, so we'll lose out that 3rd position, but still doing very well. And it is this time Grit, Marius, Elcon. Round off top 3. Pormal though, doing very well that round in 4th. With Bob, Lat, coming back with a nice 6th place. And Jack and Young. The starting jump didn't work for me? Oh no. That's a bit worrying. Hopefully you do get it on the 3rd round here. Unfortunately, Falco may be having a bit of a connection issue or something. These things do happen. But let's go back to the match. Alex to watch the first part here. Tries to go for the full landing, doesn't quite make it. Out here in a nice 20th position. Few people crashing. That is a lot of easy positions to gain, but Alex does crash, does luckily make the jump. Maybe let's go up to Grit, who also does foul. Let's go round to the mid pack again with Simus. Gaining 10 positions right there by the looks of it, with many people struggling with the risky jump. Alright, few people going left side and right side. I think the left side was strat to get the inside line here, and Simus gains a lot of points, but he nearly crashed into the checkpoint. Does luck out there and doesn't bonk the finish. So gains a 6th place. Very well done. Pummel also getting a 4th place again as we look at Normalize right here with a beautiful respawn. That is quite unfortunate. Should have gone for the full respawn. I think he could have definitely finished. That is all right. And we move on to map number 3. Ooh, we have an inside map right here. Back for GPS. Wonder if anyone will go for back. But it is actually a map by Lentillion, which is a fellow streamer. So shout out to him if he does watch this. Is currently asleep, but I reckon he will see this and laugh that his map is in it. Who shall we watch? Let's look at damn Shroopy right here. Another Australian. Going with a few drifts. Definitely a full-on tech map here. So for those who are a very good tech player will strive in this one. Elcon, I think Thomas might. Even players we haven't really seen so far like Jozo and maybe Ryhax will come through. A few bonks from Shroopy for the warm-up here, but that is why there is one warm-up, so you can learn it. Goes for the safe finish, and there we have it. Pretty simple map overall, but will reward the people who go for the risky strats. Or risky lines. Alright, let's watch Mr. Winky Face start off here. Goes for the little less airtime, but don't think that has paid off as Grit is out in front. Someone full bonking right there. That is not good. Elcon right behind another person, which I was about to say, in third place, is currently, or is now not in third place, bonking that corner. But Winky Face doing quite well here. Trying to gain back up to the top 10 with a nice little drift. Gains a lot of speed, goes for the left side. Does it pay off? Looks like he does gain a bit of extra speed compared to the rest of them. It will be Elcon absolutely destroying everyone. 1 second ahead. That is a good time by him. With Maris Cenas coming through, Jozo, Grit, and Zemus. I think most people, however, should be able to finish this round. Which is nice to see. 42 people, not too bad. Shout out to the people joining in every week. I've been very much enjoying myself casting these, so I hope you have been enjoying playing and watching. But, let's have a look at Hent here, going for a unfortunate no slide, missing the drift right at the start, so that is not good. Let's move up slightly to Ice Crusher, who is also having a bit of a slower start, but gaining a lot of speed now. Never mind, I do jinx him. So let's check out Paulmore now. In a 6th position, that's pretty good from him. As 5th position, does full on bonk. So if he can get these drifts right, he will not, however. And Winky, the other fellow Australian, does yoink his position. Paulmore will not be happy with that one. And it will be Grit, which I thought may have come through on the tech map here. Doing quite well. Elcon still up there. How much points is he actually? 773, 771. So for the 2nd week in a row, it looks like we could have a massive battle between Elcon and Marius. So for the last few maps, we will pay attention to that. But already starting to form a bit of a top 5, although it is quite close in the 4th to 6th position. But watching Water here does make an unfortunate bonk at the start, so let's go follow Jack here. And he will get the few drifts in the middle section, goes for a bit of an earlier line, and it will be 10th position, but does miss out on the last, second last drift, or full bonk. So it is Marius this time coming through with Elcon right behind him still. I think they're will be 1 point difference if my calculations are correct. Are we going to have another one of these? Are we going to have another week where Elkhorn and Maris absolutely battling it out? This is crazy already. But it will be Grit in third, Thomas to round off the fourth. So quite a difference in points between the top positions already. But we have a bit of an interesting one here. I was a bit concerned about this map, looking at the name, which is called First. So hopefully it's not too bad, and it is respawnable. But this is what happens sometimes. This is what you get in this cup. So let's find out if this is a good one. Let's go look at Paul Moore to watch the warm-up here. Let's see if he can nail it first right. Does manage to just get through on that corner there. Because it looks like a bit of a full-speed start here. And even more boosters. Will people go for the drift, or will people go for the full-on send it? But looks like an extremely tight line in this map. Is it a respawnable CP? Let's find out. I hope so. It looks like there was a respawn route. But Paul now really struggling under the drone camera here. Will he ever make it around this corner? Will he ever make it around this corner? Goes very safe now and still bonks, but finally decides that he wants to go for it. And it looks like this map possibly will not be respawnable. Or can people go all the way around? No, it will not be. Oh no. Watch out, boys. It ain't respawnable. Good luck. Alright, let's continue watching Paul Moore here. Let's see if he can get the turn which he struggled at first. He's in 10th position, not doing too badly. Going for the risky strat. Going for a bit of a safe line and will go right now, but does not have the speed. Dead. That's not good for him. Elkhorn, Marius doing quite well, and it will be a short map for those who can finish. It will be Elkhorn, Marius. Are these going to be the only people who finish? Not quite. This is going to be the one which throws the points in a haywire, because I think a lot of people will get DNFs right now. They really need to watch out for that one crucial corner. So, does seem like about half the field finishing, at least. But that is very good for Elkhorn and Marius, which, yet again, still up having a beautiful little battle. So, speaking of which, let's have a look at Elkhorn. See how he does it. It's a slightly a bit wide. Does lose a bit of speed. Let's see if he will full send it this time. Thomas way out in front. Let's see if Thomas will make it. Does indeed. So this could be a good time for him, but does unfortunately bonk, as a few people also fall off. Hopefully we'll be able to respawn at least, and it will be Elkhorn in first place once again with a nice time. No one, however, in the eye to see, as that is a 6-second advantage to Elkhorn. Holy moly. There is a few struggling to come through at the very end right there. And this is an absolute catastrophe for those who struggle at speed checks, because, mate, this is the curveball right here. So, if people are going to be angry at me, that's fine. This is what happens though sometimes when you get random maps. Maybe in the future I play them beforehand, but we're just winging it around here still, and hopefully people still enjoy it. There is nothing on the line this week, unlike last week. So, I don't think people should be too angry if it is a bit of a difficult map. And it will be Marius this time, who does make it. Does Elkhorn manage to finish? Yes, he does. A little bit of a point loss with a presuming crash in the first corner and went for a respawn. Or a bit of a bad line and chose to respawn. It will be Josu picking up some extra points. Young boy, Alec, and Rudor rounding off the top 5. So, there we have it. Still 10 points between the top, and then a 300-point difference. So, I think we know who is going to be the top 2 here. But let's find out in the next few maps right now. And it will be a multi-lap, but I don't think it's 2 laps. I think I remember there being a 1-lap version. So, a bit of a spanner in the works for that last map right there. That was the very crucial map added to the map pack. Although there is, I think, one more coming up later, which could also be a decider, but we'll have to find out. But looking a bit further down the points, Jozo has moved up to a 3rd place there. I think he finished all rounds in decent positions, so that really boosted him there. And it will be a very tight battle. I don't know if I should change my webcam position. I mean, problem with these kind of competitions is it's always hard to find like one good place for the webcam. But anyway, 985 points, 973, 971, and then there's a bit of a jump to 899, 897, 871, and 849. So very close between about 10 players still in the 3rd to 10th position. But it looks like we have a very quick and easy bit of a tech map. Not quite. I was wondering if there was going to be like a NASCAR map or something, but it looks pretty simple tech. And it will be a bit of a shorter one. So, let's see if people who will strive at getting the chicanes quite well at the start. There is one quite a tight corner. There is a few people AFK, so I can't do the overview camera. Let's go look at Thomas start off, getting a nice tight corner in the first one. How about in the next few? Formal looking at a decent run so far, but does fall back in the 3rd chicane. Jozo, however, doing quite well, trying to secure that 3rd position already. They all top 5 get past that harsh chicane, and then we do have a bit of a reactor. Who gets the extra zoot? No one. And it will be Jozo going for Thomas, sorry, going for a wide drift. Does unfortunately not pay out. And it will be Jozo still maintaining that 1st position. That's good from him. Winky Face and Pawmall having a nice little battle once again. These two cannot also be separated. How many points between them? 750, 733. So, still such a nice battle in the lower part of the leaderboard right there. But, once again, Maris Elcon up the top. Cannot be separated. So, will it be Maris? Will it be Elcon? Take your bets. Still have 4 or 5 more maps. So, anything could happen as we are on an AFK player. That's beautiful to see. But let's have a look at Dream for round number 2. Gets it quite nice on the first section. Does have to do the brake tap. So, people who can Neo slide maybe can take a lot of extra speed. A bit of an advantage on the later drifts there, but looks like Dream is still okay. That was a nice try, but did not pay out. I'm not sure what it was trying to do. Maybe going for a zoop on the left, and this time does not pay out. But it will be Marius once again up the top, doing quite well on this map. So this is good points for him. Kuchin actually getting a 2nd place there. That's really good from him. 8th position will maybe move up a few with those extra points. Alex and Youngboy once again doing quite well. And mostly everyone finishing this map. Alright, let's go to Marius, who is absolutely zooping this map. Will he make it 3 out of 3? Goes for the late drifts. It doesn't even look like you need a Neo, so just getting those timings of drifts right works out wonders. Striker actually in 1st position here. Someone we haven't really seen, but does unfortunately bonk. But it is a nice battle between Jozo. Oh no, Jack, sorry. Marius and Thomas. Paul getting the extra zoom. Will that pay off for him? Goes quite wide at the end corner, and this will be a very close finish right here. It will be Jack in 1st. That's cool to see. With Prius also doing quite well. Pawmall, 3rd position. So, Where did Elcon come? Elcon must have bonked the, in the reactor boost, dropping down quite a lot. This could be the big deciding, on the points right there, because that will be nearly 100 points ahead for Marius now. So, Elcon with the unfortunate mistake, and even Jozo moving up with those good positions early rounds. Man, this is going to be an interesting one. I think that it will still come down to maybe 20 points or something. But Marius, known for doing some nice safe driving, has done well on that map. As we do go to TM2 Stadium map now. An actual Nadeo map remixed in this game. So, who is good at Nadeo? I know Marius has played a lot. I'm pretty sure many of the top 5 have, so who will prevail? Let's look at someone a bit further down. Winky Face, my fellow Australian. Let's have a look at him for the warm-up. Although, if he's lagging, I won't. Seems fine. Okay, so this one has some crucial corners. Who is good at drifting will prevail. Alright, we have some beautiful little loops to have in the middle section. With a nice jump, and then a long drift straight, hard corner, and then the finish. So, very simple design. Very fast-paced map, if you know where to go. Marius practicing the very wide drift. I think that will be a good tactic for him. Not sure if Elcon opted for that. No, he did not. So, Marius doing a bit of practice, which is very tactical with those extra 20 seconds that he had. Alright, let's maybe look at someone further behind. Let's go back to Ninador. And let's see if she can nail the drifts. Goes for a small release in the first section. That's not what you want to be doing. This is all full speed. But only in 20th place, not too bad. Will she nail this second drift after loop? Not even going for the drifting strat, and that gains a lot of positions. I thought you may have had to drift there, and that is good for her if she can get a wide line, but that is not good enough. Who's at the very top? It will be Paul, the Australian mate, doing a very nice time there. Actually beating Marius by 2,000th of a second. Man, I wish I was at the top there, because Elcon also only a 100th behind. That was a beautiful round right there. And that is what we love to see. But let's see how far Pormal does jump with that. Only one position, but gaining a few extra points. And speaking of Pormal, let's go and watch him. Will he get the back-to-back? That could be cool to see. A few people struggling on the curved blocks there. And Pormal 0.1 behind. Could still happen if he gets a good final drift. I wonder if he knows to no drift on this corner. He's going for no drift. Everyone now in the top 5 or top 8 by the looks of it, getting the no drift quite well. And it will come down to a very tight little line right here with a beautiful little sub, but that's not what matters right now. It is Marius still dominating the pack this week, and it will be Thomas right behind him with Zemus. Pormal still doing well. Leo, Border, Striker, and Winky. You'll still join if you want, Mr. Karlberg. Or Karlub, I should say. Feel free to join whenever you want in these competitions. I don't put a password on unless it's very full, but it hasn't been just yet. So feel free to play a few more rounds, and thanks for the resub. I do appreciate it. But the man who is dominating right now is Marius. Let's go and have a look at him. Goes a bit wide to start off here. Loses 600ths, but can easily gain that back in the final drift. Because it looks like he has ever so slightly more speed than the others as well, so that's good for him. Striker doing quite well. Who's going to get the drift the best right now. And look what I said at the start. Marius practicing. Where did Elcon come from? Elcon with the beautiful snipe there. I don't know where Elcon came from. He was nowhere in contention from what I saw on the leaderboard. But even still, what I was going to say is Marius with the practicing of drift does gain a few positions. So that was a good good view to go with in the warm-up, because I think that really helped him to get the top 3 every round there. So Elcon with a nice little snipe, but I think has lost a few points on him to Marius that round. Let's have a look at the score once again, with 3 more maps remaining. And it looks like a very short map here, not the one I was thinking of. But it will be Marius with 2012, Elcon 1853, and then another massive drop to Mr. Kuchin, who is now in 3rd. Jozo must have struggled a bit with the stadium remake there. But still very close. 1407, 1389, 1352, 1329. So still anyone's game in the further back backlot of players. But let's have a look at normalized for this warm-up. Struggling a little bit on the first jump, but is starting to gather it again. For some reason, not jumping straight where he first saw it and opting to just continue to drift in the snow. That is beautiful. I think he is now going the wrong way, so a bit of a confusing map right here. Will they find out where to go? Let's actually jump to a bit of an overview camera. So if they go straight off there, and then that comes that way, so looks like you want to, I guess, jump out straight, go left, go right, and then another final right to the finish line. So it was actually straight where he went. But let's see if he will find out that the right side was the actual right, because I can't fucking speak. Stanton, not getting it well. Let's go move back up to the top of the pack. Caleb, who has just joined, does go the wrong way, even though he was first out the block. So that is not good for him, as Marius absolutely dominating. Oh no, did Thomas snipe? No, it's actually an equal. Oh my gosh. That is pretty crazy. Oh my gosh. Marius getting the lucky 120 points. So that's going to even help him just that extra bit more on Elcon. So it is Marius's week by the looks of it. But Thomas, nice try right there. Jozo coming back. So let's see if he can maybe snipe back a top 5 position. Almost still in another top 5. So anyone's game a bit further down. But let's go maybe look at someone quite far down behind. Let's see if he can, Nitro here can nail the ice. Look at him go. Does get it quite well, but does overdrift. So that is not good for him. Let's go look at Pormal. Also struggling at the top. So lots of people really struggling with that crucial ice beginning. And it will be Bob this time getting a nice 18x time. Marius is still up there. Top 2. Uchin, Zemus, Leon, and Mo. Ran off top 6. So, a few people getting a DNF here. Does not know the way. Striker still stuck at the start with 1 mil on the edge right there. That's not what you want to happen. So, let's actually look at Striker if I can find him. And let's see if he will not make that mistake again. I thought he was going to bonk, but does go a bit slower, opting for a bit of a wind line, doesn't know the way, and will be in the wrong way. But we do move up to Pormal, who is in first position this time. Good time to catch up with the Pormal, and Marius not enough to snipe him, but still getting another second. Marius, I think, securing it, really gaining a lot of points on Elcon, even though Elcon is still driving really well himself. Thomas once again up in the top positions. Kuchin and Bob really good at this map. Zemus as well. With Wharton Elcon to round it out. But Nitro, mate. That is not the drift you want to be doing in the ice as much as it is fun to go round and round and round. But very short map there, so we will skip to another one right here, which maybe will be more forgiving, or will it not be? Let's find out. Oh my, I've been flashbanged. Holy. It is Fallen Angels. Fallen Angels, if you didn't know. With more red flashbangs. Thank you for that. Alright. So what do we have here? Looks like a bit of a full speed map. Who's a full speed player? I am not really sure. Dream, let's have a look at him. Reactor start. Let's see if he can nail it. No, opts for the... Actually, Maris is watching the GPS, so let's go watch the GPS instead of the overview. Let's see what's up. I think this could be a bit of a difficult map for maybe some of the more beginner players. Looks like it's going to be a quick, tight little map. So, for those who are fast learners will really gain the points on this one. I think the top 10 here will really strive. As Maris now does skip it a bit, so let's go look at Alcon. Probably not being able to see the rest of the map, unfortunately. Oh no, it's a very short 30-second map, so that's pretty good at least. Gives a lot of extra people a chance. But looks like a pretty decent map, just a little bit tight and fast. So who is gonna exceed? And let's actually continue to watch Azimus here, who has been doing very well so far. I'm glad no one went straight to watch the GPS in the live round. That is good to see. Everyone is alive and awake. As Zemus actually is in first place. Well, not by... Oh, not enough. Are we going to go server crash actually? No, we're not. Just a bit of lag. That's fine. We do miss a little bit as Maxi now in first place. Someone we haven't really seen so far. Elcon doing a bit better on this one. Thomas with a lot of extra speed. But will it be enough? No, it will not be. And we have a quite a tight little top 8 there. Formal still doing well. Harleb and Winky Face. The triple Australian for the 6th to 8th there. It is nice to see. But where was Marius? How many points did he get? 76, but has a 200-point gap now. Elcon, I think, struggling on some of the later maps here. So, does really need to get those first positions. So, let's have a look at Kusel here. Bit of a release, which is a good tactic to make sure you don't bonk. Is dropping quite far behind, but if he will finish and not DNF, that's still the extra points that you need. So, let's go look at Pulmore after the battle last round. And let's see what he can do. Very close top 8 here. Who's going to take it? It will be Maxi at the top. Once again, Maxi looking to be the standout full speed player on this map. Thomas doing quite well once again. With Elcon, Azimus, Dream, Leo, Paul and Maris a little bit behind. As well as Kuchen and Jozo not doing quite... not doing that well this round, but... Let's actually have a look at Maxi if I can find him. I'm not sure if he joined late. Where is he? I think he must have just joined late, so that's cool that he is participating. Let's see if he can get the triple win right here. Pummel doing quite well. Thomas, once again, I think Thomas could take Maxi's position right here, but we have Kuchen gone for the inside line. I don't think that does pay off for him so far. With Striker, 4,000 per second. This is going to be a great battle right here, as we do have Maxi with a slightly bit more speed, unless there's a bit of lag, and it will be very tight. And it is Striker sniping Maxi of the triple there. And it will be Kuchen still doing well, Thomas, Bob, Lou, and Alec. So lots of new players actually getting some nice extra points on this one. Elcon, however, is throwing and gets only 20 points. That is alright. He has played outstandingly. Speaking of outstanding, Maris, 2.6k points. That is really, really good. as we, I think, move on to our last map. I'm nearly certain. Oh, actually, I think this is the second last map with a little bit of an ice map here. So I think there's 2 more maps. I could be wrong. Counting, as you can clearly see, is not my strong point. So if you really want to try hard, you can count the maps yourself. Alright, why is there a block inside the start line right here? That is not looking good. Let's look at CP here to start off the warm-up. Oh, we have some beautiful fog. This must be track of the day soon with some epic fog. Holy moly. I hope there's some settings, some lower settings, for example, aren't bugged out on this. As we have some beautiful shine on Elcon's car. As it didn't change to CP's replay, actually. So let's watch Elcon discovering that there is a beautiful bonk in the second corner. So, Elcon following the lights, I think, and we'll get around about a 7th place, I think that was. So, very short map, very tight map, but very hard to see who has their binoculars on, because I think they will need it this time. Alright, so Elcon looking to have a really good few lines there, and I think he will shine on this one. But let's have a look at Pormal to start it off here. Let's see if he can find the way. Actually in 4th position right now with Winky Face right behind him. Pormal getting a nice drift, that is really what you want, and this is a beautiful battle up front. Thomas really striving on these ice maps, but Pormal with the bonk, that's not what you want. Let's look at Elcon gaining a bit of speed off of Thomas. Thomas may be going for the bit of a slower line, and it will not be enough from Thomas. Actually, oh, I was going to say, I don't think he made it, but just losing out on Elcon's really high line. So, want to be jumping low but far. But, where did Marius go? 96 points, still gaining some on Elcon. Thomas now, though, with his dominant last few tracks, has sniped into 3rd position, as well as Seamus doing quite well. So he's good to see. Where is Jozo? Let's have a look at Jozo. Has struggled really hard on some of these later maps. Maybe not his kind of style. So let's have a look at him. Doing quite well so far. Can he get the drift? Yes, he does. Can he get the second drift? A little bit slow, but in a beautiful position here. But it does go wide. You gotta really look out for that ice to grass style right there. But Jozo picking up a 3rd position there. That is really good from him. Let's go look a bit further back. No, Border is also finishing across the line. People very close in the later positions there. As Ice does manage to crash. Dream trying to go for the wide line. Will it be enough? Ice, mate, you're a bit stuck. You gotta respawn. But does not opt for that. That will not be good for him. That is a big boy, 0 points. And you have Elcon, Thomas, Jozo, Alec, Winky Face, and Lat 2 out of the top 6. Let's have a look at someone further back. Once again, let's look at Hurdur. Still don't know how to say this guy's name, but I enjoy saying Hurdur. So, hopefully it's at least somewhat close. Names are definitely not my strong point, so if I ever say your name wrong, I am very sorry, but I'm never brilliant at announcing names. But it looks like you people really struggling on the very quick ice drifts. So you really got to attack it with a rapid drift and getting the grip straight away. But Elcon, the dominant one on this map, as Marius does struggle a little bit. So as you can see, 60 points difference in that round, and it will be nearly a 100 points difference. So anyone's game still. If Marius has one really bad bonk, or maybe if there's a non-respawnable CP in the next one, it could be all over. So it is not time to finish it off. But why I'm very concerned about this is, as you can see, it's a nice little multi-lap map, but we have some beautiful red boosters straight off the bat, and it is called Papega Course. Anyone enjoy being a Papega? Smiley face! So, as you can see, I'm quite concerned about this one, but let's see. Let's play it out anyway. It's now in the map pack, and let's see who can absolutely rock it, as there is a PF start. I was wondering how the start was going to work out. So it looks like we have a unconnected loop. Marius does hit it, but does still manage to finish or get to the next section. And we have some beautiful sausage jumping as someone opts for a left jump. Misses out on the straight jump. Paul going for a wide line does gain a little bit of extra speed compared to a few others. So it looks like the higher line to gain a bit of extra speed will be the one there. Actually, there is a respawnable route there, so plus map, I think. But could be a difficult one. Only 20 seconds or 25-second overtime. So you will have to watch out if you have to full restart. Got to make sure to opt to do it quite quickly. And it looks like maybe another full speed section to end off, as Marius bonks at the start. Will not, or at the final section there. Won't see that there is, I think, an ice wall at the end. So that's going to be beautiful to watch. But let's go look at Leon for the start of round one. Paul Mort's driving in that warm-up at the start. Let's see if he's out in front. Looks like he has a bit of extra speed, so doing quite well so far. A few people not getting the insta upwards momentum there on the loop, and does get the bonk on the edge, which is quite unfortunate. So maybe a air brake is what you need. Let's see if Kuchen will have enough speed. Ooh, lots of people not having enough, but Kuchen does make it through. Let's continue to watch him. It's quite a tight little battle up the top, which is nice to see, even on such a map. So Striker gone for the wide line, gaining a lot of extra speed on the dirt. I think that really is catching him up to Paul. Let's go look at Paul and see if he can work out where to go. I think he may have got to the finish or very close to the finish in the warm-up, so that does help. As we do have a Pepe laugh. As Paul fails the end and goes for the pussy ending. No, he does not, and does sniper third place. Not a lot of people looking like they're going to be finishing this one. So really going to be the battle of the top. Who is going to finish? Alcon doing really well, so it will be Marius. He does finish. That's good for him. Thomas also getting the finish. Look at this top five. 5 finishes in the top 5, and then no one down below other than Border. So this is a beautiful map to mix up the rankings once again. 2 absolute right hooks of maps in this map pack this week, and lots of changes will be had to finish off the week number 3 of Simply Cup. And I hope you're having an absolute banger as much as I am enjoying this. So let's continue to watch Winky Face as he does opt to respawn. I think he would have made it if he didn't, maybe with a wonky landing. So as I said, if you choose to respawn quite quickly, that's probably a good idea, because you will not want to waste time. Where is Marius? How far back is he? Only right behind Paul, so that's good for him. Let's continue to watch him, because Elcon on the attack in first position. That's really good. Will Thomas be able to catch up to him? Looks like he has ever so slightly more speed, but gets a bit of a wide line as he goes inside. So who will get it? Elcon going for the pussy strat. That's probably a good idea, as much as I don't respect it, because got to full send it, boys. Got to full send it. But that is what you want to be doing to secure the 120 points. And now it is only 30 points difference, or 50 points difference, as far as I know. Thomas getting a second place there, really trying to secure a third, as he actually is enough ahead of Kuchen here. Paul still doing quite well, and does overtake Mr. Kuchen by 2 points there. So that is nice to see. So that's a battle to look out for, but let's continue to watch Elcon and Marius for the final round right here. Elcon with a bit of a sketchy landing, but does still manage to land it. So very lucky for him. That could have been it over and done with. as he gains that extra little speed for the rest of the map. With Winky now in first place. That's what we like to see from the Australian. Although he is very laggy. So Marius on the attack right behind Elcon. Mate, Winky Face, what are you doing? That's not good enough. Thomas also right behind him. So this could be a nice top 3 to end it off. Who's going to go for the risky strat? I want to see all 3 of these guys go for the risky ending. But let's see who will do it. If Marius does finish in 3rd here, I think Marius will go for the safe strat because he should know that he has finished it if he does just finish the map by himself. Elcon going for the risky strat. Knows he needs to gain positions, but as I was saying, Marius does go for the safe strat and it will be over and out. So we do have a flip of Elcon and Marius this week. And it will be Marius with the dominant performance through the middle maps. And Elcon struggling a little bit, but with a nice comeback. Fortunately not enough, but it has been a beautiful Simply Cup. And it will be Marius to win it off, unless I am wrong, but there we go. We do have it. That is a big boy GG. Marius taking it out for week number 3 with a very good overall driving. Like, didn't really drop down from top 8s that often, so gaining those extra points with the wins as well. Very well done from him. And that is a 500 point difference between 2nd and 3rd. That's crazy. You can just see how well these two did play. But it will be Thomas, Kuchen, Pormal getting a top 5. Actually, it's an equal from Kuchen and Pormal. So Pormal getting a 4th there. That is awesome to see. I think he will be very happy with that one staying up quite late, but well worth it. Leo, actually, I haven't really seen much of, doing quite well in 7th there. Alex, Bob, Lat, Jozo, Winky, Ice Crusher, Stannon, all doing very respectable as we do move through the rest of it. But thank you for playing. That was a lot of fun to cast. I hope you did enjoy yourself. And do check out all the socials, subscribe, follow, you know what to do if you didn't make it all the way through. So, thanks for tuning in, and until next time. Bye bye. Actually, before I say that, if you're watching as this goes live, I will not be hosting my next week. I do have a family commitment, but after that, it should be return of Simply Cups. But anyway, thanks for playing, and I hope you guys did enjoy yourself if you played or watched. And until next time, have a good one. Bye bye.